College can be some of the best years of your life, but it is also the time where you can make some really big mistakes. Trust me, I know. I've been there, I've done that. I graduated in 2022, which is 2 years ago now, and I have been reflecting on these last 2 years, what I wish I could have done better. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis. For those of you who may be new to this channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you guys are here. Stick around because I'm going to share 5 of the biggest mistakes I made in my college years and how you can avoid doing them. The number one mistake I made in college is choosing a school that was way out of my budget. Look, when you're 18 years old, money is not something that many of us are really thinking about, right? We're just thinking about going to school, having fun, living out the best lives. The whole time while we are in high school, we're thinking about our college, we're thinking about what we're gonna do after. We think about our lives, and I think for many 18-year-olds, money is not something that they think about. But trust me when I tell you, you want to choose a college that is in your budget and think about the future, because after you're done with those 4 years of school, you're going to have to pay some hefty student loans. Okay? If your parents don't pay for your school, trust me, you are going to have to pay some really hefty student loans. So I definitely consider choosing a school that is in your budget, that isn't the most expensive. Trust me, if all of your friends are going to that school, you're not missing out, because in 4 years they're going to be in 100K debt or more. And you, if you choose a financially smart school to go to, you will be lucky to leave with maybe $25,000 in debt. Would you rather have 100K in debt or $25,000 or less in debt? It just depends on scholarships. There's a lot of factors that go into the financial piece. Keep in mind to choose a school that is inside your budget. I know for me, I chose to go to a private Christian school and it was completely outside of my budget. My parents were not able to pay for my schooling, so that was something that was put on me as a responsibility to do. As I was going to the school, I had to pay like $800 or more a month just for tuition alone. And this was on top of private loans that I already took out. So I was paying $800 a month, and somehow I had to find a way to make that $800. So while I was going to school full-time, I was also working full-time, and I could have completely avoided this and maybe not have even worked, or worked a lot less, if I would have chose a school that was more financially just in my range, you know? My second mistake that I made was I did not apply for many scholarships. I may have only applied for like 1 or 2, and I think I received 1, some grants. I could have saved a lot more money if I would have just sat down and spent time looking for scholarships, applying for scholarships. Trust me when I tell you, I regret this right now, because I have a lot of student loan debt, and I wish I would have applied for scholarships when I was 18 going into college. You know, when I was 17 in my senior year of high school, I wish that I was applying for scholarships, because any amount of extra money that you can get is worth it. Trust me, it is worth it. You might not think that it is right now if you're 18, 19, 20 even, but trust me, once you get that degree, there's no going back. Those student loans aren't going to pay themselves. So my advice to you would be to apply for scholarships. Sit down one day, take a weekend, take a few days, look for scholarships, apply for scholarships. Trust me, you'll thank me later. The third mistake I made in college was commuting a long distance to school every single day. Now, I thought that commuting to school would save me money, but honestly, it was terrible. I was commuting 30 minutes a day to school and back home. It was the worst experience I've ever had. First of all, I didn't even get to have the normal college experience because I was commuting. I wasn't staying on campus. I lived 30 minutes away. Or no friend is gonna come to my place when it's 30 minutes away. Like, that's a far drive when you're in college. I could have easily avoided this by, again, choosing a school that was in my budget and potentially even living on campus. I could have applied for more scholarships to be able to live on campus, but I thought I would just take the easy route and stay at home and save money. as I thought. Worst mistake of my life. Honestly, I wish I would have implemented the first two things that I've brought up. Then I could have potentially lived on campus or got an apartment near campus. I wasn't thinking. The only thing I was thinking about was having fun. I wasn't thinking about the real things that actually matter. Take my advice and live on campus, or either commute something like at least 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Don't commute any further than that, because trust me, you're not going to want to do that. And for me, I live in Minnesota. I had to commute on icy days. I had to commute on really snowy days. Let me tell you, I was late to like every single 8 a.m. class. Completely late. Like sometimes, even if I left on time or way early, I would still be late because the roads were terrible. There was traffic. I had to find parking. It was literally the worst experience of my life. I can tell you that for sure. I definitely recommend either commuting a short distance or living on campus. The fourth mistake I made in school was not knowing what I wanted to major in. I wish that I would have just done my generals. And before that, I wish I had even just sat down and took time to discover, what do I want to do in college? I never got the chance to like actually think, what do I want to do? My original plan was to go for nursing because nurses make great money. Was I fit for nursing? I can tell you right now, no, I wasn't, because I didn't get my nursing degree. And now, knowing myself a little bit better, being a nurse is not for me. I wanted to be a nurse because my mom was a nurse, and I thought it was just a quick and easy avenue that I could take. I know nursing is a very great profession and very well looked upon, so I just jumped the gun and chose nursing when in fact that doesn't match my personality. It doesn't match what I wanted to do. Now, knowing myself more, I would not be happy being a nurse. If I could go back, I would probably do marketing or business, which when I was 18, I had no idea about it because I never grew up or had been friends with anyone who went for marketing or business. I was mainly friends with people who wanted to pursue nursing or a career like that. That being said, I felt like I was always so high stress in these nursing courses and even in my undergrad because it wasn't for me and I had no idea where to go next. So I was always high stress. Being high stress in college literally took my creativity and squeezed everything out. My time in college literally left me so not creative. I don't know a better word for that. I was not creative in college, and knowing myself, I am like very creative, and that's how I learn. I like to learn hands-on. I like to be creative. I like to kind of set my own rules. Like for me, I love writing. I love digital. I love marketing, stuff like that, but I didn't know that, and I honestly didn't have any mentors to help me or push me, which also I recommend. I felt like I needed to perform my best to be in a nursing school, and you know, nursing is really hard and it's really competitive. I was not in the right field. Okay, I was not. I wish someone would have told me that. I wish I could have gone back and just given myself a break and just imagined what I want my life to look like and look outside of the box. Fast forward to my junior year of college, I couldn't pass any of the nursing exams. I was high anxiety, high stress, and I had no idea what to do. So I went to my counselor and I said, I need to graduate on time and I need to do it, or just any random degree that would get me to graduate on time. Hands down biggest mistake, because you guys, I graduated with a human services degree, okay, and I want nothing to do with human services degree. Like, I have not got a job in human services since I graduated college. In fact, I haven't had a job. That was just not what I wanted to do. I wish I would have taken more time, allowed myself to have more time to discover what I wanted to do, and then actually went and pursued a degree that I would have found success in, that I would have found joy in. I did not do that. I went for the easiest thing that I could. I went for the quickest thing that I could because I was fearful and I did not want to not graduate on time. For me, there's a lot of pressure to graduate on time, and I wish I didn't have that. The fifth and the biggest mistake I made during my 4 years in college was spending too much time dating. Number one, dating. dating bad people, dating the wrong people. Number 2, hanging out with my friends all the time. I wanted to have so much fun in college, and in doing that, I really sacrificed time that I could have spent studying. I sacrificed time that I could have been finding myself. I sacrificed time that I could have been doing literally anything else than wasting my time. Okay, don't get me wrong, I think that it's a good thing to date, and I do think that it's a good thing to hang out with friends, but when you're doing it constantly and it's getting in the way of your academic career and it's getting in the way of finding yourself and it's restricting your freedom, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't waste your time dating. Don't waste your time hanging out with friends 24/7. Trust me, it is good to have friends, but don't waste all of your time. Don't waste all of your time. Don't get distracted. I think that was the biggest thing for me, was that I was so caught up in the social aspect of school that I wasn't really able to focus how I wish I could have focused in my schooling and on myself. And another thing I wish I didn't do was go to a lot of parties and drinking. That in and of itself literally took away so much time that I could have been spending on my academics, could have been spending on so many other things. But I was wrapped up in like the social life of college, and I was so excited to be free and on my own and independent that I went overboard. My advice for you is to keep to yourself. Self-care is important, self-time is important, self-exploration is important, and dating, partying, and hanging out with too many friends can squeeze that out of you. Literally, it can squeeze that out of you. So my biggest advice is don't waste your time. Your time is precious. These 4 years will go by so quickly, and enjoy them and live your best and full potential. Remember, everybody makes mistakes. At the end of the day, it's all about learning from them and moving forward. College is a journey, and every step, even the mistakes, can teach you something valuable. Well, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video to someone who might be joining college, who's in college, who might need some support or help in this area. It is always good to learn from others' mistakes so that you don't repeat them. Also, let me know in the comments below, what is one mistake that you made during college? I'd love to hear your stories. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!
Do you slide